we have kind of a young team. I think a lot of people don't realize that there's only 3 seniors. Everybody else is sophomore and below, and I just think that shows their maturity, that they're not thinking about being scared or being nervous. They're confident and anxious and ready to go. So I think that shows a lot about our team.
You've seen scouting reports, you've seen film on Southwest Minnesota. What's maybe one key for your team that you'll have to play that maybe you're better than they are and you'll have to take advantage of that on Thursday?
I think we have a great serving game when we put the ball on the court, and I think if we focus on serving and passing and doing the controllables, that's really going to give us an edge, because I know Zim is a great server. I know we have a couple other people who are really high in aces per set, and I just think that if we keep them out of system, or as out of system as we can, that we definitely have a great chance to win.
You're a marked person every time you've been since you were a freshman.
Yeah.
You know that. But this year, you still performed well. Do you like that, knowing that they're zeroing in on you a little bit?
Definitely.
And you go, I'm still gonna get you. Talking about that a little bit.
Definitely. I think I take it as a challenge even more. It just makes me up my game even more and focus in. I just think to know that there's a 6'2", 6'3" girl over there going against me who's 5'10", 5'11" on a good day, it just makes me want to play even harder and give it all I got and show them that, just because I'm smaller or whatever, I'm still going to come out and play my best game.
How are you a better volleyball player than you were when you first stepped on this campus?
I think this program, more than anything, has helped me almost off the court more, just being a leader in every aspect, in volleyball and in life. I think just learning how to interact with different people and different types of personalities, and still being able to kind of lead by example and lead through being a little bit more vocal, which is something that I've never had to do. So I think that helped me with my confidence in being a leader and being a leader in general, I think.
I think one thing about being an example, we're a team. You have that written across your chest when you say volleyball. But you really are a team. Everybody really gets along.
Yes, we talk about it every year. This team, every year I've been here, has gotten more and more like a family. I think that, more than anything, these girls are my sisters. This is my home away from home. And, usually with teams, you get into fights and things. We don't have that problem here. We're sisters. I can yell at you on the court if you're not doing your job, but at the same time, we're going to be best friends off the court. And I think that that's a great thing to have that most teams don't have.
I think we're going to treat it more as like it's a huge deal. It's bigger than what we've ever seen this year, and mentally we need to prepare as it's something different. It's a national tournament, and we've never been there, so we're going to look to our seniors to help us out with that. So,
if that's the case, is it important for you to come out and play loose and play your game, or just to play loose and not be tight early?
Yeah, I think so. That's a huge key. You don't want to be uptight in those kind of games, and being loose and confident is always good. So.
At times this year, you've started off a little funky.
Yeah.
Sometimes, how do you make sure you're ready to go Thursday night when they throw the ball up in the air?
I think preparation starts now, mentally preparing our minds and coming into practice and staying focused and making sure that we're 100% on volleyball this week.
I think just our preparation this whole entire year, we have prepared ourselves mentally to last for 3 days, and we've also prepared physically so that we're not going to tire out in 3 days. So I think those will both be key concepts that will help us get through them.
You've seen tape, you've seen scouting reports of Southwest Minnesota State. How do you match up against them?
It's going to be a battle. I mean, they have strong hitters, but so do we. We have a solid defense, but so do we. I think it's just going to be whoever comes to play that day, and on any given day, anyone can win. So. One
key in your game that may be better against them, one part of your game, your team's game, could maybe be the key against them?
I think it's honestly that we have nothing to lose. We've come in before and had expectations to maybe not beat the #1 team in the nation before, but we stepped up to the challenge, and I think we're willing to step up to this challenge just like we did earlier in the season. And I don't know that they are necessarily prepared to face a team that's an underdog, and I think the fact that we have the underdog card is going to help us a lot.
How important will it be? It's a big match, it's a huge match. How important will it be for your team to come out and play loose early?
I think it's going to be a really important thing. At times this year we've done the opposite of that, and we found ourselves in a hole Many times we've been able to come back from that. However, unfortunately, like games like Emporia, when we got tense and tight, we struggled a little bit, and I think that's one of the reasons that we didn't compete so well in those type of games.
One thing about it's a cliche, but it really is at this level, at a championship level, every point is important.
Yeah, it is. I think going from point to point and keeping our momentum at an even level and not stooping too high or going too low, I think that's going to help us a lot, is to just stay at a consistent level the entire time, mentally and physically. Or going too low, I think that's going to help us a lot, is to just stay at a consistent level the entire time, mentally and physically.
Okay, you play Southwest Minnesota State. You've seen film of them. You've seen scouting reports.
Right.
You've seen everything. How do you match up against them?
Well, they look, based on the film we've done and what we've scouted, they're really powerful hitters, and that's one of our strengths as well. So it's going to be a really big offensive match on both sides. We're going to really be battling against each other. And they make really good defensive plays every game. They're really scrappy. They're really consistent. They don't really let balls drop very easily, and usually we're pretty good at that too. We're a really strong defensive team. So as far as digging and offense goes, we're going to match up really evenly.
There's one area of your game that maybe you have an edge over them. It would be?
I would have to say, in this game, if we can block better than them, that'll give us the edge. And in games that we block really well are games that, we really put teams away. And games that we don't block very well are games that we kind of struggle in. So if we can really pick up our blocking and just be really strong in that part of our game against them, that'll really help us out.
Traditionally all year, some games you've come out slow, sometimes, a lot of times. But anyway, you've been able to come back. How important will it be for your team to play loose early on in the game?
I think it'll be crucial for us to play loose and confident and relaxed. It's never a good sign when you go into a game like really tight and just kind of just freaking out. We really need to stay loose and confident. When we're loose, we pass the ball well, and we shake off mistakes better, and we're less likely to make mistakes when we play loose. So it's going to be crucial.
With that being said, at this level, every point is so important.
Yeah, definitely. That's why it's most important to play point for point and to have a short-term memory. Like, you can't remember the ball that just happened. You can't be thinking about the next ball. You just got to be thinking about the here and now. Because if you do make a mistake, you just got to shake it off and just be in the present moment, because every point really is really important.
And then just playing each day.
Okay. At times you started slow this year. Your team has. And you can't afford a slow start on Thursday. Will it keep you just being loose, playing loose?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we just make sure we keep our nerves down, being a young team, we just need to take a deep breath before we play and realize that they get 3 hits just like we do, and that they have to serve the ball in just like we do, and just playing our game. And I think we'll have a really, really good chance at winning.
This question, I'll ask you this. At times you started slow this year. How important will it be for you guys to be loose and have a good start on Thursday?
It'll be very important. When you get into the NCAA tournament, obviously every team you play is going to be very good, and especially in this region. So it's important for us to get off to a good start, a fast start, and to build off of that.
Is it important that you have a lot of different weapons and maybe they can't compete on one person?
It is. That's kind of been the big thing of our team this year, is you can't just key on one person. We've had several weapons, and we've had multiple people step up at different times. So I think that's a big thing in our favor, is that we've got different people that they have to defend.
Looking at tape, looking at scouting, doing all this, one key element that maybe you're better at than Southwest Minnesota State you can take advantage of on Thursday?
I think one thing we'll be able to take advantage of is our speed. If we're in system, the speed of our offense is that it's very, very tough to get more than just one blocker on us. And so I'm hoping we pass well and we can use that to our advantage.